Hey guys, it's just Ray back with another cooking tutorial. Tonight I'm going to be making crawfish, crab, and spinach stuffed baked pasta. Since I'm experimenting, I'm hoping it comes out really well, and if it does, I'm going to definitely post this, okay? So just comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you're actually trying the recipes out and if they're working for you. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is get out our pasta. So I was going for the big, like seashell looking ones. However, the store was all out of them. So we're gonna do these. And before I take them out, there's a bunch of them and they come out looking like this. Woo, so I'm gonna have a fun time stuffing those. Water boiling. Put a little oil in there. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit more. Stick these in there. And I think I can do maybe 2 or 3 more because I want to fill that pan that's over there. But you also don't want to put too many in the pot so that it doesn't start to stick. So I'm going to do those. So while that starts to cook, I'm gonna start getting my stuffing together so that then I can focus on the sauce, okay? So we're gonna turn this on to about a 7, between a 7 and an 8. I'm gonna pour some olive oil in there. And just in case you couldn't see it earlier, this is the pan that I'm going to be using today. If you notice, this is a lot bigger than the one that I used for the first tutorial. But I just want to make sure I have enough. So I'm going to let that oil heat up. And as that oil heats up, I'm going to add the crawfish shells, crab, spinach, and all of that good stuff together. And then dump in some seasonings. So, okay, adding in those. Get all that good crab off of there. Because when you're stuffing it, you don't want it to actually be hot, so I need to get that out of the way now. I'm going to put some water in it because I need to wash that. I hate the way seafood smells as you cook. That's the crawfish meat and the crawfish shells. So I'm going to add the spinach after I drop in. And last time I burned myself, so y'all bear with me. Ooh, ooh, there we go. There we go. Okay, ow. Yep, still burn myself again today. So I'm gonna take out that. Because sometimes they still have like the little onion paper on there. Those are already expanding, so I think they're about pretty much done. Remember, don't cook the noodles all the way because once you put them in the oven, and while I'm talking, let's preheat that thing. Because once you put it in the oven, it still has to cook. So you don't want it to get all mushy. And there's another little onion peel. I'm just gonna throw that away. Throw all of that away. While I was recording, actually putting in the seasoning, my back was to the camera the entire time. And I don't think that's how that's supposed to go. So I'm going to block that part out and I'll just tell you how much I use. So once again, we're coming over here to check our onions, bell pepper. And I might even put a little garlic in here tonight. I'm feeling, yeah, why not? Okay. So now that these are like really fluffy, like they're extremely fluffy, guys. Like they expanded and did some stuff. So I'm gonna take out some parchment paper so they can cool. And I'm gonna use the same pan and I'm just gonna sit it on top of the parchment paper here. But let's move that. And let's do it like this. So, cause I need all of that water to come out of there. Oh no, but I'm splitting it. Well, that's okay, because I was probably going to split it anyway. Now I'm going to finish taking these out, and then I'm going to split them down the middle so that I can have an easier time stuffing them, because I just feel like this is about to give me problems. Yeah, oh, one of them already broke. Well, that's unfortunate. Good thing I was already gonna cut it anyways then, huh? Looks like I did just enough for this to be a full pan. Actually, I think these are kind of cool. I might continue to do this because it's kind of cool. So I'm just spreading those out on here. Don't want them to stick. So that's why they're on parchment paper again. I'm good for burning myself, so let's not do that today. And last one. I had an extra one cooked in there, but that one was broken anyway, so. Okay, now that I have split all of those down the middle, and guys, I literally just split it down the middle with a knife. You hear that? The oven is preheated. Now it's time to turn the heat down just a little bit. We're gonna add in our crawfish. Adding in the crawfish, the crab, and I'm even gonna put the spinach on top of it. So of course we talked about this last time. Put enough spinach. And yes, I do like spinach. It is a fave. Let's go ahead and do that. Damn it, I do this every time. I do it every time. But let me get a... I'm gonna put that on low. So that's cooked now, and we're gonna start working on our sauce, but I'm gonna transfer this over back into this bowl so that it can cool off while I make my sauce, and then we'll be good to go. To clean out the pot because I still want to taste some of that stuff, and I want to kind of be in my and I actually missed a piece because I could take that part out though. It looked like a little bit of crab. Okay, so let's turn this back on. Melt that down. And of course I did drop spinach again, but this time it's under there, so I'm gonna have to do it after the video. Because I'm not a fan of burning myself. So the butter's already starting to melt. I just put a whole stick in there. Let that melt down. Okay, so now that the butter has did its thing, we're gonna turn it down just a little bit more. The first thing I'm gonna do is shake up some heavy whipping cream. If you notice, I do not use measuring cups. I just do whatever my heart takes me. If it tells me to drown it, I'm gonna drown it. If it tells me that's too much, then we're gonna fix it. But we're gonna do the heavy whipped cream. Ooh, that whipping cream and that butter. Okay. Okay. We turn that up again. Start mixing that around. After I kind of mixed this and condensed it, let's turn it up just a little bit more. After I've done that, I'm gonna add in the milk. Now with the milk, you don't need as much unless you want a less thick. But that should be good for me. And I'm actually gonna add a little bit more of that heavy whipping cream. But you can never have too much. I mean, it is what it is. The creamier the better. Okay, so let's mix that, mix it. Mix it, mix it. So this sauce is from scratch. That's why we mixing. If you see, we got a little leftover residue from what we were cooking earlier, which is lovely. Let that do its thing. Add some garlic powder. Ooh wee. And I can add a little bit of black pepper as well, because that don't hurt, you know. Now we're gonna get ready to put in our mozzarella cheese. Now you see on the sides it's starting to bubble. That's good. Actually, I want this whole pot bubbling. Because as soon as it starts bubbling, I'm going to add in my cheese. You see? Oh, there we go. We're going to have us a nice little sauce. Now, hopefully by the time we're done with the sauce, that's cool and I can stuff that. So, just so that you know, you don't have to actually cut them open. You don't even have to stuff them. But I'm doing that because of the way I want the presentation to come out for my second meal. I feel like the first presentation, it wasn't that great. So, this one, I'm trying to do a little razzle-dazzle. Okay, now that's cooking. Okay, I don't want it to burn, so I am going to turn it down just a little bit more. And you don't have to use a whisk, although when it comes to sauces, I love to use the whisk because I make sure I get everything. See, it's thickening up already. There we go. See the little bubbles in there? Okay, next we're going to add in our cheese. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Cheese, I'm going to fill up the center of it. Y'all know I always end up doing it. Well, I always overdo it. Now, oh, there we go. And I might end up using a little bit more because Devontae's coming over to eat. So I feel like, you know, he would like it a little bit more cheesier, creamier. Ooh, see that? There we go. And my heat is about still kind of high. So we're just going to continue to whisk on. Now look at those bubbles and watch this. Ooh, that's some nice sauce. That's some nice sauce. I don't know if y'all can see my face, but that's nice. So I'm going to turn that off while I stuff these. And then I'm going to come back and show you guys me pouring it over it. So let's just turn that. Okay, now the sauce is done as well as the shells. So this is what that looks like. I'm gonna pour the sauce on top. Oh, it's still going. We're just gonna pour that. Ooh. Ooh, wait. That looks so good. Pour it on top, pour it on top. And then let me get the spoon so I can get the extra. That's still a lot in there. So let's cover that up. Cover this last one. Okay, I'm feeling real accomplished now. Now the final step before we put it in the oven is to just sprinkle a little bit more cheese on it. There we go. Y'all, it's crazy because I don't even like cheese like that. Now that the cheese is on, I'm going to do a little parsley just because feeling a little extra, you know, a little garnish. Okay, now into the oven it goes. I'm going to leave it in there for about probably 5 to 10 minutes, and it should be good to go. So that's it. We'll wait for the final results.
What's up, y'all? It's D the Stallion. And let me tell y'all about this little dish my girl Ray has put together for us. This shit is fucking bomb. Excuse my language, but it's bomb, okay? So I'm gonna need y'all to get in that kitchen, whip this up because it's good. Now
He on his second plate too, y'all.
This is my second plate, and we gonna always eat. That's one thing I'm gonna do.